All right, welcome to another episode of Unfiltered with Paul Askew. And I have like an amazing panel today. My family, my artists, my whatever. I'm sorry, my sidekick. So before we start, I want to introduce everybody. But y'all know who I am, King Paul. This is my sister, Sharika Askew Jenkins. This is her husband, Reginald Jenkins. Reggie. Y'all call him Reggie. Don't call him Reginald.
Y'all got a nickname.
Right. Right.
I should be.
And this is my artist, Kelsey. Kels. Cash. You got a bunch of
issues. That's it.
Right, you got a bunch of names.
Everything for everybody.
And
And
y'all know me, Princess D, on the beat.
shut up. And we got Princess D on the beat or whatever she said. All right, so first episode, I'm gonna take this glass off because I want to look at everybody. I didn't say look at me. I'm saying. Okay, so first we're gonna do our hot topics, and this episode today is basically about relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly of relationships. And we brought them here with us today because they have been through it all, but they're still together after 18 years. And they're gonna speak about the challenges and the triumphs of relationships and how to stay together, and why it's beneficial to stay together. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start with the first hot topic, and I chose these people, y'all, because they got a bunch of junk going on right now, and I want to see y'all opinion on it. I don't talk about it so long, but we're gonna start with Caresha and Diddy.
Interesting.
Now I have several questions, and I want y'all to just jump in. Okay. So I have this issue with Caresha and Diddy. The only reason I have the issue is because I feel like it's fake. I feel like they're both drawing from each other's fame. Because I mean the different, you know what I'm saying, the different things they got going on, and she with somebody this day, but she that, you know, even though it's not our business, it ain't our business. However, they put it out there for us to talk about. Okay. So, what do you think about it, Sharika?
I think it's what you said.
You think they just
Yeah.
fame?
I think she started off thinking it was a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then he let her know it's not. And I think at one point she wanted to give up those benefits and all until she thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think she's willing to accept anything for the fame. That's what it looked like to me.
When you say for the fame, do you mean like she's just looking for 5 minutes?
She's not going back to Miami being Caresha. She's Caresha now, but she like being young Miami. So if she got to deal with the do's and don'ts of what Diddy say, I think that's what she willing to do to keep it.
So, I'm gonna be a little risque right
I
now.
know you can talk about it.
Do y'all
Go ahead.
do y'all really think she's really like letting men piss on her?
Yeah. Maybe
Why you say yes? Why you say yes?
selective.
Ain't too many people admit that.
Right.
That's something that you just won't come out with unless it's something that's your fetish. Yeah.
You gotta be real comfortable just to be like,
Yeah,
you know what?
I mean, you let
I-
the world
I like
know.
that. I enjoy that. It's gotta be real bold to do that.
Right.
I don't know. I think at the end of the day though,
Right.
it's different because I've never shot about if their fetishes or whatnot. But I guess it's different if it's every single person or if it's, you know, a specific person
Right,
or whatever.
right.
Because whatnot, like, it's not my cup of tea. I ain't gonna drink it, but shit, if that's yours. Then go ahead, go off. Go
See,
off.
my thing is this: why do you talk about that?
Well, they living off social media.
Yeah.
They just rolling with what's going on. There is no shame with these young people no more. Like,
There isn't.
they
Since you
probably
said that, why
did
do-
that too. They just weren't
Why
gonna
are
say
y'all
it.
young people like that?
I'm not open
Ooh.
with mine. I don't even like nobody in my bedroom. When you come over, I close the door.
People don't even know where I be at. So I'm like Batman, so people don't even know where I'm at sometimes. I'm just pop in and out, just like where I need to be at. I don't like to be nowhere I don't need to be at. But I I don't know, at the end of the day, like I said, it's not my cup of tea. I ain't gonna drink it, but I mean, I was brought up different too. I was like country, so you kind of brought up a little different.
Yeah.
So like,
But you seen the way Trina gave. I mean, Trina from the same place as her, but you seen the look Trina gave her when she said it. She's like,
a little bit too much dip on your chip.
okay, like, nah, I ain't agreeing to that.
Right. Yeah, well, you raise your guidance.
There's a limit. There has to be a limit. That right there, that's too much. You gotta take a shower afterwards.
You gotta take it. Well, you should have to take a shower after anything sexual, don't you think?
I mean, yeah, but that's just a different type. That's
the immediate shower.
That's like you gotta look at yourself in the mirror.
But that's an immediate shower.
Oh, immediate shower. Okay.
Yeah, like okay, let me go to the shower now.
Can't cuddle. You can't do that whole.
Yeah, you ain't no just relax. And
no, like I need to get up.
Right, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, where they peeing at? Like in the bed? Like
that's crazy.
Is it outside?
Right. I mean, just think about it, because this is gonna be soiled through the mattress, so that's gonna lead to bed bugs and.
I mean, this Diddy.
They rich. They going about.
He probably got mattresses on mattresses somewhere.
Okay, so we're not gonna talk about just Diddy and them doing that, but just a regular person.
I think regular people just do that.
You don't think so?
Unless they got something.
Right. It's
a lot of people fetish you don't know about. It comes out differently. You got people who like falling out the sky. I'm not going up there. I'm going to get on the roof.
Right.
You know, so I mean, it's not for everybody, but everybody has something for them.
To each his own.
Yeah, because I was seeing something on Twitter. That's why I don't do Twitter, because Twitter is just a bunch of freaks.
Oh,
it depends on the hour. Like if you on there from like 12 to like 7, you good, like in a good area. But like after 8 to like 2 o'clock in the morning, it's dangerous. You see some shit that you didn't want to see. You just let me just keep on trying to scroll past this shit. You gotta cleanse yourself. You gotta go out the app, go back in, hope you don't see that shit again. It's too much.
Yeah, because
sometimes
because I sleep in 3-hour increments. Like I sleep for 3 hours, then I get up and I scroll my phone, and then I fall asleep. So like I wake up through the night like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll go on Twitter because Instagram ain't got nothing going on because everybody's asleep, and then all you see is live. It's live. People I'm just like, and it be couples too, showing off to the world like their whole, just.
It's in today's world, you can make $1 by doing anything with a video.
What do you say? Do something strange with a piece of chain.
Right.
I think it's just the way that we were raised and stuff, because like now today's time, it's just like people be so free to
tell what they doing.
Right, tell what they doing and. Back in the day, you was gonna be called out.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna be called one of those.
But today you can accept it.
Right now, people like, ooh.
Oh no, they proud to be that.
Right, they be like, ooh, and then everybody want to know. That's why I feel like relationships don't last, because of that Pandora's box they get open.
That validation from everything. Too.
Right, and everybody want to try out different stuff, and then maybe the couple may. One of the people out of the relationship be like, I don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? And then I feel like they break
Well,
up.
let's talk about it. I mean, Princess and RayJ, them one of them couples, they are very out there with their sex life. I mean, she came out recently and said she had several threesomes to make her husband happy.
But she should, coming from the world she come from, she was starting 5, she's already
Which means starting 5?
She was Floyd Mayweather. She come from Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, see, I don't know the story behind her.
That's no problem to her.
So it has to be her interest.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think that's why I didn't believe when she said she did it for him. You've done it
without
him. So it's
right.
something you're interested in. Because you're not gonna just.
Well, wait a minute. Let me go back. Reggie, so you saying that she was in a house with 4 people with 4 people? With Floyd Mayweather?
Right.
So she was one of the girls.
And RayJ took her from him.
Right.
Oh.
That's how him and RayJ fell out.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, RayJ, hey,
So she was like just a new age Playboy Mansion. Okay.
And he took her and they fell in love. Yeah.
Fell in love with side shit.
It'll happen to the best people.
So she.
So is that?
So that's why he ain't got no respect for her then. That's why he treat her the way she do.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because
At a
it's
certain
like,
point, you feel
at least I
brought you in.
respect you and
Yeah.
didn't have you living with other women. I wiped you, and you was over there with
That makes sense
playing the
now.
starting vibe.
Because he
and
do
it
act
was
like
okay.
she owes
Yeah,
him something.
yeah. He feel like he rescued her, and she feel that way too. That's why she accept a lot, because it's better than what she come from.
Right.
So do y'all feel like that's the same thing with Chrisean and Blueface? Is that he saved her?
I watched the show.
I feel from what I've seen, I can't get too much in it because I try to avoid these young fellas. But I feel like she's somebody that he's really in love with. He just lost control of the situation. She's too powerful, and he don't understand how to gain his power back. He's stuck.
Because he used to control her.
Right, he's stuck now.
Because he used
You know,
to have
I
women
never looked
living
at it
in
that
there.
way.
He was
And I
like a
actually think
Floyd.
that's what it is.
Well,
All of them
well,
was
you
living
gotta-
in there with him. He had multiple women living
It was a
with
whole
his baby
TV
mama
show.
was
Yeah, a
on
whole
there.
TV
It was
show.
a whole TV show.
So you
It was
have to
fighting and
understand
everything.
her power gaining of the more recognition she gets. So now she's got the fame. It's like we equal, but really you're not equal. She's more powerful because
Cause all
she's
she
more
gotta do,
seen.
get that little rose on her neck, cover that face up, cover some names up.
She going on to the next.
It's over with. But I don't know. It's just after watching the
I
show.
think she did too much damage. The reason I said she don't pull her teeth out, like, now she pregnant. Is she really pregnant? Because
Yeah.
I seen her fighting in the street though. I don't know.
She
Right,
was fighting on the red carpet.
Yeah.
That was even worse. After the announcement.
Now it's been
Yeah.
over the purchase.
Like right after the announcement.
I really do think she needs some guidance though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point,
You gotta want to get.
at this point,
Yeah.
I think she have to get with someone who is positive enough
to change her.
to change to even help. Right now, you pushing everybody away.
Yeah.
I think she get to find her own lane. I think she didn't get back to figuring out exactly what she wanted to do. Because beforehand, it was okay, but I'm gonna do this music, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. And then, like even during the show, she was basically saying like, "Oh no, I get money now. Like, I can do something, just
Yeah,
show
you
up and
see-
get
yeah,
paid
right.
now."
Yeah.
It's like it's different. So you got like two egotistical people who already
Right.
young.
Yeah.
You got not necessarily both their upbringing's not the best of stories neither.
Right.
And it's just like kind of co into the play of just like, you know, upbringing, you know, how you was raised and like how you react to certain things. Cause you know me and my daddy like the best people, but like I ain't gonna be disrespecting everybody like that.
Right.
There's certain things that you gotta take ownership. You can't just be like, oh, it's my trauma. That's why I act that
Yeah.
way. Like you gotta take
And
ownership.
at a certain,
sometimes.
I feel, me personally, I feel like at a certain point, when you do reach a certain level, that's automatic change should be in you.
Right. You should want that
You
change.
should want it.
So do y'all think that he's really in? Do you think they really are in love, or do you think it's more of
It's
the
a love.
moment?
She love him.
I don't think he's in love with her.
She loved him.
He's in
He
love
don't-
with the opportunity. And
Right.
You say you don't think he's in love with her?
he got love for her.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
think he
not
got
in
some.
love
Yeah.
with her.
I think he
Why
got
you
love
say
for
that?
her.
I feel at this
I've
point
never
he
seen him
lost
call
it.
his baby mama the B word. He constantly has no respect for her.
Yeah.
You got to see the way he treats
Right.
the mother of his child
That's
versus
crazy.
children versus her. You'll see what a real love
It's
is.
a difference.
But he can't go back to the baby mama because he making too much money with Chrisean.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's a business thing now.
So do you think it'll turn once she had a baby?
No.
I think once the contract up, it'll turn.
Yeah, I think once she had that baby.
Well, you mean he'll leave her?
When she had that baby, it's gonna
What they
change
said
her.
Right, she
Right.
gonna.
She gonna become
You
that
gonna see a
baby
whole
mama. It ain't gonna be
switch.
all the watch.
It's gonna be
It
a
ain't
whole
gonna
switch.
last.
Cause now, like, she gonna be in the shoes of where she can change how her
Yes.
child can be raised or whatnot. Like, regardless of how her mother raised her or not, she gonna feel more pressure of herself to like, cool, I need to tighten up. I need to be able to be in this. At least that's how I would feel like I would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole nother life. That's a whole life you gotta take care of. Like, it's not just you no more. Like, you can't just go out here and just drink every night, do everything, and turn up everything. Not necessarily like, you know, drinking. It's not the bad with that, but the way they was drinking Douce and Hennessy, you would thought that shit was orange juice and sweet
Oh,
tea.
for real.
It was
Right.
gargling that shit. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You gotta a limit, slippery slope. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Just too much disrespect. You watch it?
I have
You
watched some
watch, like,
episodes.
I
I watched a
watched
couple
one
episodes.
It was
but
hard,
it was
man.
just too much.
It's hard to watch.
It was too much.
You think about you? He's in love with me. You think he gonna let a camera be present for the world? Watch me give him oral. That ain't love.
Yeah.
Or to
That's
beat on
not- that's
their
not-
daddy. Well, he hit her daddy. Well, knocked her daddy out.
Yeah.
Well, in
You know
that
how many
case, the
times
daddy was very disrespectful,
And the daddy did.
and
it
he
first.
tried to restrain himself.
He stepped up to
several
him though.
times.
He
Yeah.
did step up to him, but like, it kind of all comes back to my head, like how I was raised, you gotta respect your elders and whatnot. A certain T, but like,
I have respect
But-
for it until he put his hands
yeah,
on
once
it.
you,
And I was trying to
initiate that,
refrain myself from it for a while.
because I understood
Like,
what Blueface said. He said I was showing
he
restraint.
was.
I was
He
trying
was.
to
Wait a
show
minute,
I
so-
want
restraint.
to jump on his mama.
Oh,
So wait, so
wow.
Blueface mama jumped on Chrisean?
No, Chrisean jumped on
Oh,
the
his
mama
mama.
and the sister, and they beat up the sister husband.
And she was fighting her people too.
Yeah.
No, this is too toxic. Y'all
It's-
families
Right, that's what I was
can't
just
even
thinking in my
get
mind. I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, this ain't real.
I had to
But-
turn it off. I
just
felt like
right,
the
yeah,
nigga
like
was
I
on
said,
the power.
it's-
I'm witnessing something
more
like
of a
I didn't
business.
call somebody
Yeah.
right now.
He
Like,
told her to do it.
It's like more of a business deal what they trying to
Mm.
keep
Right.
going. You know,
Yeah.
it was so
together
funny.
together they make more money.
I don't know why Zeus was even. Zeus on the last episode, they was just like, now if you know anybody who's going through any domestic violence, I'm like, why would y'all even? Because the show, I'm thinking it's gonna be like, one-on-ones. Like, yeah, I don't know why Chrisean did this to me, cause I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. But no, they fighting, arguing. It'd be random. She just, why are you mad at me?
So you think it's just like y'all think it's more scripted,
No,
Oh,
I think they said everything.
or
up
do you
on
really
reaction.
think they really like each other,
I
but they
think
just
I
toxic?
think Chrisean is just who she
I
is.
think that's what she really is.
Like
That's
that. To be
who
honest,
she
that's
is.
the major problem for me.
Attention.
I watched
Yeah.
on Baddies Club. I watched that too. Not Battles of the South or whatever. Battles of the
Yeah.
West.
Mhm.
Already 2 episodes in, she already knocking motherfuckers out.
Right.
But like, and
For
like,
what? Like, is it?
so the whole premise of it was she was late to the shoot and she was late coming to the house. And some other girls felt the type of way was like, oh, she felt she's Hollywood now. But mind you, they in LA. If I stay in LA, I'm not finna listen. Okay, I'm gonna pop for the shoot. I'm gonna come or whatnot. But like, I live here. Like, this is an Airbnb we going to. It's not like
Right.
a house. I'm moving appropriately. Plus, like, my people's here. Like, I'm a cool out. You feel me? I'm not gonna really be on the same type of time that y'all gonna be on per se. So, but the way she was kind of doing it was like, I'm bigger than this now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
Chrisean Brock.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
why she talking
was.
to? And as soon as one girl stood the line and say something, all the breakaways was like, I don't know why she talked to Chrisean like that.
Yes.
I don't know why she
we
talking
know
to
about
Chrisean. It's
that.
like a whole
And the
prison
girl was
mentality
respectful
now.
about it.
Right.
She was just saying, "Hey, I make money too, and I'm a businesswoman, and my time is valuable. You just, you want us to wait on you, but I understand you making money, but I'm making it too."
Yeah.
Chrisean sat up.
It was
Stood
over
up.
from there.
I'm like, oh wait, what are
So-
you talking
so
about?
But
that's
do
it.
y'all think she's crazy, or do you think she just?
That girl,
I think she's emotional.
she's
Like,
very emotional.
Yeah.
you gotta understand if you never.
She rats.
I was because even when she was talking about the backstory with her dad was how he was beating on them, like taking them out into the forest and whatnot, tying them up and beating on them like that. Like she's exposed to that as a child, so like
So mentally,
you gotta try to figure out.
challenge.
Now she's older. Now I gotta figure out how to love, like who to love, like how does that feel? What does that feel like?
I feel like the more she loved, the more dangerous she is.
But at the same,
So you say the more she loved, the more dangerous she is.
That's the way she's showing her love
Yeah.
and affection.
because how can you process something?
Y'all
that you
make me
don't
want to
know?
watch this now because she's been trying to get me to watch that.
I know, I
for the
know.
longest.
Because
watch it.
And it kinda makes me wanna watch it.
This is all I'm saying. There's nowhere in the world on God's green earth she can hit me in the head with a Hennessy bottle. I got a gash in my head,
a big
and I'm gonna lay on her lap. No, somebody needs to come get her, cause I'm going to jail. You're not gonna hit me in the head with a Hennessy
So she
bottle.
hit Blueface in the head with a
Yeah.
Busted
Hennessy?
wide open.
I'm sorry, he got a
gash.
concussion.
He had a
Yeah.
Talking about
concussion.
some, I'm
Yes.
sleepy.
Yes.
I didn't close my eyes. Like, no, don't go to sleep. She got a vacuum.
A vacuum
Trying to
just
suck out the
glass
glass
out of
You know what I'm
his
saying?
head. Oh my God.
And he over here, stop.
Wait a minute. You know what? This is.
Yes.
Oh
And you know
my
what camera people
God.
doing? They
When
just
is he young?
recording.
How is Zeus even allowed to film
Because
that?
You know, and
because
that
it's about
is-
money.
that
It's
is-
about the bread.
And this is why
The
they're know what
views
they're
and
doing. They're going to these apps. It can never be on
Right, VH1.
VH1,
Right.
nothing
Yeah.
like that.
Cause I love me some Jocelyn Cabaret. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I like Jocelyn
Yo,
Cabaret
mama.
too. I
ain't
do
gonna
too.
lie.
And then, but you know they done had to lay off for a little while because the lawsuits was slinging.
Man,
Slanging,
you
but-
can't jump no girl. Yo, listen, I'm all riding down for your bae. I'm all cool with that, yeah. But if you a public figure and like you already know your husband, a certain lifestyle or whatnot,
Right.
don't let that man hit no girl. Like, that
Yeah,
shit not.
he
It's
hit
not
her
right
like a-
already in general. But like you know what to put out the position you hold yourself in.
Right.
Why would
They
you?
too emotional people too though.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
But
So
I
are they
think
still
that-
together?
Target.
Jocelyn and that guy.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
still
still
together.
together.
I think the drugs keep them together.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, so they both on drugs?
Man, you know, Cole, when you see
Because
Cole,
I
man,
thought, I literally thought Jocelyn had not got off drugs because she had.
I don't think
No, I
she
think
do them
it's
as hard
bad,
as
right.
Yeah,
yeah,
she
she
don't
used
do
to,
it
but
hard.
she
She has it
definitely
under
still.
control.
She have a
Cause-
comfort zone.
Cause she can focus now more.
Yeah.
She can
Because
focus
she
on
have
the
more.
more
show,
of a-
she'll
she have
come
a
up
more
and start
comfort
cussing
zone.
out everybody.
I think her baby changed her a lot too, but she
Yes.
still got a lot of work
Right,
to do.
right.
A lot of work to do.
And it's more, I think she, now it's, let me do what I gotta do for my check.
Yeah.
Force the check.
But outside of that, you don't see her doing that.
Yeah.
So let me
You
ask
haven't
y'all
heard in
this.
the news yet.
Let me ask y'all this because we say for the check, okay? So we're gonna start with Angela and Gotti. And the reason I say that is because remember Gotti been running after her for years,
Right.
even before he really got big, right? So, do y'all think Angela is just with him for the check now, being that he's big and who he is now?
I do.
You do?
Because I do too.
I think she grew. I think over time, she understood what he really wanted.
Yeah.
The
that's
more
how I
money he
feel.
made.
I
The
understand.
more money he made.
Listen,
We
The
got-
more money he
we
make,
got
the
the
more-
same mom and dad.
The
We
more
believe them.
appealing, the more attractive he's becoming to her.
Okay.
Because let's be
That's
real,
understandable.
yeah, Gotti.
Yeah,
is a
Gotti is
very
not
attractive
attractive.
man.
Cause what
But
young
if
dude
that's
say?
wrong because she has that kind of standards coming from the family she comes
That's
from.
fine, but your standards change. Why?
Listen, young dude
Because
said
the more
this.
money. Because I even said it. I said,
Right.
"Ooh, Gotti's starting to look a little nice."
Ooh,
Yeah,
wee.
yeah, he is kind of like a Gucci man. You know, Gucci man.
Yeah,
was real ugly.
yeah,
He got that
yeah.
money.
Because
he
it's
got
the
with-
money that's
He got with the
looking
right
for.
girl.
I
and,
understand
you
all
can't
that.
tell
I
me
really
nothing.
So y'all feel like Angela is what because of the money?
Ooh,
I don't feel like she's with him all because of the money.
But money told.
I think she wants to trade. I think she wants to change up her type of man a little bit to see
Absolutely.
what she can get from the relationship. Because you got to think about it. I mean, her ex was what, a professional basketball player or something like that. The one that
The
got
one that
killed.
killed himself.
It was he a basketball player? I don't know what he
I'm
did,
not sure.
but he was out
No,
there.
he
He
was
had
like
some.
an executive or something.
Oh, executive producer or something. But he had money, and then she's dated other men, Bow Wow and stuff like that, and they did not respect her. So now Gotti has been chasing after her for a while. I mean, he got her in a couple of songs. She like, okay, let me see what's up with this, let me.
See where
But
the family
it's
goes.
in the right timing though. Now,
Yeah,
should we be blind to that? No, because
No.
it was in the right time. He do got money. He
Right.
said he was the only
Yeah,
rapper in the
better
recession that
position.
was good.
I can
Yeah,
agree
he signed
with
So
that.
And
she
then
in
he
the
just
right
got
time.
Gorilla and all this
Right.
things really getting big.
Yeah.
So now she want to be on the scene because remember, her fame is really
It's
dwindling
dwindled
off.
a little bit. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
dwindling off because the
So
family
that
name
makes
ain't
sense.
real big no more,
Mhm.
and she ain't got nobody that's she
Social
dating
climber
really.
is what I
She's
call
a
it.
social climber.
I feel like
Lori
a
Harvey,
family name,
a social
regardless,
climber
is
to get where the kid is.
gold.
And speaking from somebody of age, like we are, she thinking about stability, and she getting old.
Yeah.
And she knows that that dollar ain't gonna be coming in like that no more because she's older. And y'all generation, y'all let us go quick. If you ain't got something popping, it's like bye. You know,
I'm
y'all,
just scared. I'm
Well-
scared.
well,
I swear.
you
Can
scared
you-
as your age?
When it comes to, like dating wise sometimes, because like I'm a very chill country ass dude. I don't really do too much already. So when it comes to like, I hate to say it, but like money, of course, unfortunately, that's gonna be a factor of everything. I don't mind that, but unfortunately, my mama raised me. You feel me? Like I love my mama forever, so she gonna always tell me like how you present yourself, that's how you gonna be treated. So it's like I don't mind a date or whatnot. But now if you expecting like we going to Texas De La Soul or whatever, to steakhouse every Saturday, I can't do that. Like you expecting rent and whatnot. Like I don't mind being,
Generous.
or whatnot. But I'm very specific. With who
I
I'm
don't
generous
want to be
to.
generous to nobody.
I
And when I
can't
say
help
that, no, the reason I don't want to be generous to somebody because I don't want you to like me because I can do something for
Right.
you.
Right.
I want you to like me because of me and the inside of me. And if I ain't got nothing to give to you, we should still be good, going strong, and we should be okay.
But for how long?
Forever.
So, hold on, let me make sure I understand.
Because if we're social, like, we should be building together. You get what I'm saying? So if I ain't got no money and you may have a little more than me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to build, then okay, the relationship should work. But if I don't have no money or you ain't got no money, or what, we supposed to not be together? Or we supposed to be together because of that? No, I'm just saying you should be loving somebody for the inside of them and not what they got or what they can provide for you. You get what I'm saying? Because I hear people always talking about, oh, you gotta be generous. Why am I gonna be generous? Like,
I didn't
do you and I do me, and you get your money and I get my money, and I live where I live and you live where you live, and I pay my bills and you pay your bills, and we build our love
in your courting session.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
So how long do y'all think it should be before you start exchanging gifts in relationships? Being that Valentine's Day coming up, I'm gonna ask these two. What do y'all feel like? How long do you think you should be dating before you start celebrating Valentine's Day, or buying each other gifts, or moving in together, or shedding? Just.
Well, gifts. It should just come from your heart whenever you want to. If I start dating you in January and Valentine's Day in February, I'm not gonna say, well, I only know your money, I'm not gonna buy you anything. If I like you enough, then it's gonna be placed on my heart to gift you something. I would do that. I do that with my coworkers. If I only been working there 2 months and Christmas come up, I'm not gonna say I only been knowing y'all 2 months. If I'm a festive person, I got everybody something for Christmas. So I just think it depends on who you are as far as what you want to. I don't think it's a time frame. Now, if we've been together for 6 months and you don't get me something, then I might be like, well, do you like me?
What you do for a job, Chris?
Do you like me? Or do you have any money? Or it is time to start.
Will you be expecting it, or do you just would it be a deal breaker? Would it make you just say, oh? Should it make them be like, okay, I don't want to be with you because you ain't even get me no gift for Christmas and we've been
If I've been dating you for 6 months and we've been sexual and my birthday come up and you don't get me something, that's a red flag for me. And we don't need to continue.
What you say, RayJ?
I'm a guy, so
that's why I want you to tell me what you feel. Tell us what you think.
Let it out.
I'm trying to get there, so it could be
speak for the men that
it'll
that
be
like
a week. You gonna get a gift for Valentine's Day because I'm trying to let you know, hey, I'm there.
So when you say I'm there, are you saying I'm there for sex, or is it I'm there because
I'm there for it all. I'm not finna sit here and tell you,
I think it's all about intention.
It's all about
and
right.
I'm
so
big
is
about
it?
that.
Are you saying at your age now, or at your age when you were young?
Oh, it's worse at my age now.
Right.
When I'm feeling the older I'm getting, it's like, hey, I ain't got time for all that.
Right.
Get straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? So I can start talking to you today. Valentine's can be next Friday. I'm trying to send flowers and candy to you next week. To just show you hey, I'm into you. Right.
We dated a month and he said, how much you like Bill? You know what that said to me? Oh, Lord.
Okay, for real.
Want a bit of light
Yeah.
Gotta put that on now. Where you think you going?
So,
18 years
That's what I started doing too. Every time we go to the club. Wait a minute, let me go upstairs right quick.
Right.
When it comes to females, I understand y'all have to make sure this is what y'all want or which direction you're going. As a man, when I got your phone number at the club,
you already knew.
Exactly. Every time you call me, that's an extra flower that I'm gonna add on to it.
That's good.
You see what I'm saying? Or even if you don't call me, you just accept my call because I done called you about 2 or 3 times. I know you're in your head. You might be like, oh my God, he keep calling. But I'm letting you know, I'm on your trail.
I'm on you.
So
that's good.
So when Valentine's Day, I'm trying to flood your office,
And that's just anybody that you're dating, basically.
If I'm focused on you, that's what it is.
Oh, that's okay. Focused. Okay, gotcha. What about you?
I'm back. Happy to that. I don't know. Like I picked like the worst people. I guess you could say be like helpful towards. I guess you could say. And so it's not necessarily like their fault or like the woman's fault or like my fault per se. It just be like worst timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I'm in business school and whatnot, and then I'm doing like all kinds of other different ventures at the same time, trying to maintain like what I got going on. So it's just like I'm a very like my mama's boy, so I'm very like affectionate. You feel me? Like I want to do stuff. I want to go places. I want to like I want to take care of you. Like like not to even say like you can't take care of yourself, but like if I'm seeing yourself as your man, like not saying that's my job, but that's what I want to do. Like I want to take care of you. Like I don't want you to have to stress out about stuff like that. Like my first time like paying for like Hells and Nails on a regular, I had to start. You feel me? Like I had to get some more jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to figure some more funds out because at the end of the day, it's like. I like that feeling of me being like, what you gonna do today? Oh, I'm thinking about getting my hair, my nails done. It's like, boom, I already sent that. You feel me? It's already good. Oh, I like that. That's my love language to a certain extent. I love touch, but just that reaction of you knowing that like I'm here.
So in other words, it don't matter how long you've been dating a person or talking to the person, you are always willing to help them out.
Unfortunately,
or give them.
If I feel you, especially if we both can like communicate how we feeling, that's definitely like a double-edged sword. Because the other person could be lying, just knowing like how I'm speaking, how I'm like, because I'm very vulnerable with my words. You feel me? Like I'm gonna let you know how I feel. Like I'm a Pisces, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let you know how I feel, regardless if I'm mad, upset, in love, or just indifferent. I'm gonna let you know how I feel because that's what I want to return. And I want you to be able to tell me like what you want, like what you don't like. More like I want you to tell me what you don't like, so I don't do all that shit. Let me figure out what you do like. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like one of those.
So how have your relationships worked out for you?
Oh, see, I've always been in long-term relationships. So like this is my first time. Like this last 4 years, my first time being like single, like single. And I tried dating a few times, seeing there and whatnot. But then that's when I got to say like my generosity kind of coming into like play to where it kind of backfires sometimes. Because then it's just like. A person, or she could get used to like me doing certain things on the regular, and then I have to explain like I can't necessarily do that on the regular. And I do like it counts in my heart, but now I seem like asshole because it's like you so who the fuck else this on the third, or it's just like who else you even did this for,
right?
And it's just like I can understand but that's like me coming to you and be like okay, I know you had an ex, I know he got fades, you probably got the same fade I got. How many haircuts you can pay for him? I'm supposed to be mad at that because the dude got a fade. Are you gonna be mad at me because I'm paying for your hair? I'm doing this for you. Like I don't care about the past stuff. Like I'm very short term memory when it comes to certain things like that, especially if it's towards someone that I really like. But
so let me ask you a question. So being that, and I want to talk to both of y'all, being that y'all are similar, if not almost alike, when it comes to showing affection and giving, what is it that you can tell him that you've learned during your time, because y'all like he's 25 and you are right, and
still a mystery guy.
right. So you
I wear it well. Thank you.
You do.
Right. And you do. And look, he don't even have to dye his beard or nothing. His stuff is like
right there.
That's right. I only gave him one.
Look, and I'm jealous.
I only giving him one.
Listen, by the way, I got some King Paul. Before we leave here, King Paul beard oil for that.
He do use that.
Right, exactly.
Get that patch in it.
I'm working on mine. I'm coming. You feel me?
I got you.
I'm coming. I'm just starting. I'm catching up.
Help them get that patch.
I think what I can tell him more of, listen with a good ear. For a while, they'll give you details. You have to understand what details they're giving you. You understand? As the man, you got to understand. She'll say it, but what's your reaction? You know what I mean? So, details.
All about the little things.
And what you put out, that energy you put out for the giving, the loving, you got to maintain that with yourself. Because once you come off the gas, it's a question.
So how would he know that he will find the right person? How would he know that? Like you found her and you knew. How would he know that?
You'll stop doing everything you do.
I need to see every
so he just feel it.
I always call I always call her my kryptonite.
Tell everybody that.
Aww.
I'm not gonna out, man. Before her, I had no patience with women. My mother was murdered, so I grew up without a mother. So certain touch I don't feel. I grew up with my father. He has 10 kids, 5 on one side, 4 on the other side. So that was our life. I could see him come in the house and walk out, and don't have to speak to him again. But when it came to her, it was more of, I felt it like she's the one for me because she paid attention to details with me. And when she paid attention to the details, that struck my attention. She didn't know it, but it struck my attention.
Yeah, we just saying pay attention to details.
So
if she paid attention to him, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So
Message.
I had to go to work.
He told me in the club I was gonna be his wife, and I laughed.
Oh, really?
I walked right up to her. I said, "You gonna be my wife?"
Saying stuff like that, man, it be sounding so
And
good.
that was in
Like a story.
2003.
Fairy tale.
That was
She-
in 2003.
Oh, for real? So
My
that was-
wife-
that was when
And I
It's
didn't
really
see,
lit in
right,
the
and I didn't see
club.
My
it
wife
for
walked
a
up.
while. I
My
was
wife
like,
walked up to me. I was standing at the bar. She walked up to me, and when she walked up to me, and she said, "Hey," I just looked at her, and I was like, nobody had never done that, so it was like
I saw him
like a
looking at me,
bee
I was looking-
sting.
I was looking at
It
him.
different.
That's like a
Looking at
bee
me,
sting.
I
Like,
never
had no
right.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, like, oh, you bold? Like, you just walk up to me. So the we communicated here and there, and it went on for years. Just I see her, she disappear. Even down, I even chased down another chick because I thought the chick was her.
Oh Lord.
Come to find out it wasn't her. I was like, wait a minute, damn. I got to stop being drunk. Then she just popped, like, just at the right time. Like, I was down and out. Like, nobody even know that. She don't even know it. I was down and out. I used the club as a shield. Just to get rid of problems. I don't care.
Numb some of that off.
Right. Like, it's gone. I can't wait for the weekend because every weekend I'm going to numb it. But she walked in and she just like, "Hey, I'm looking for you." And I was like, in my head, I'm like, "I've been looking for you. Where you been?"
I was waiting for you.
So we exchanged numbers, and she came and got me from work.
Okay.
And when that happened, I said, "Lord, I'm gonna lock her down."
Oh yeah.
She just don't know it.
Oh my god.
And it was basically small things like that. Hey, my car down. Can you come pick me up for work? No argument. Yeah, I'm on the way. And it was like, oh,
not used to that.
right. Then it was.
He like he saying have a car. He says cars down.
Right.
So she said.
She wouldn't have cared if you didn't have a car in the way. Because she was so...
She
This is
basically was
straight
like,
up
she
misses.
used to always, her favorite thing was, sorry man, but her favorite thing was, I just put $20 in my truck and I gotta go to work. I'm not used to that.
Find your way.
So, every Friday I used to fill the truck up. So,
Just in case.
I was like, hey,
Right.
so anything I asked, like, hey, can you come get me? Can you make this run? No problem. She let me step foot in that door. I brought a bag. That was it. I didn't care what she had going on the outside. That's how I say you know. Like, I got somebody who, if I ask to do something, no questions. She ain't got the question what I got. Cause hey, how much you like it? I tell you what, don't even worry about here. And from that, it was just like, hey, you going to school to try to do something? Yeah, I take care of everything. Don't worry about it. Go.
Yeah, he's gonna go back to school.
I said, go back to school.
He'll pay for the
I
bills
take
when
care of
go
everything.
finish school.
That's love.
So, my cousin, me and my cousin used to be like real tight. Everybody knows that. If you see him, you see me. I stopped hanging around, and it was hard too. It was like
Cause it's never
It was a
intentional.
problem.
Yeah,
I was
because
like-
he'll call that energy, the old energy, be like, "Boy, I'm ready." But then now you got this woman over there, like,
It's
"Where
like,
you going?" And it's like that's
Cause
that.
I knew what they
Yeah.
do.
That's the party
Okay,
where I
before we
wasn't
got
ready for.
serious,
Yeah.
it was okay with me because I was still doing my thing too.
Right.
So I'm like, no, I know he trouble. You go
So-
with anybody but him.
My cousin
This,
left.
what was his name?
Nick.
Nick, that's his name. Because when I first heard about RayJ and Sharika when I was living in New York. And Sharika would always call me. Well, she had access to everything, about as always, still do. She had access to everything. And when I started noticing she wasn't asking or using my card or doing nothing, I was like, that's weird.
My mama was saying, well, I ain't heard from you.
Right.
I'm good.
Right.
Always
Yeah.
Right.
helping me because I had 2 kids. I was by myself.
Yeah.
Right.
And they would always help me with them.
Yeah.
And one day I was just like, oh, I got somebody, he taking care of me, bought their clothes, their shoes, he let me start.
I was
working
so
at the
shocked. I was
store.
like, what?
He was like, I'm coming to Jacksonville. I need to see what this is.
Listen, I had already had my best friend, one of my best friends, scope him out. And then she went and saw him and she was just like, that's it. Sharika found a real good one.
Oh.
And I'm like, what? I was like, I gotta meet him. And then my mama started talking about him a lot.
Oh yeah, that's what
And,
I was.
yes, and my
Mom
mama
just
was
came to
loving
the
on
house
him.
and was like, here, go to the flea market and buy you a shirt. She gave me $100. I was like, I know,
I ain't
mom.
got no change with
She's like,
that.
go get you a
His
shirt.
little mama was like, I ain't gotta watch some kids on the weekend while you work no more. You better keep that man. Why you not cooking for that man? You need to cook for that man.
And when she wasn't cooking for him, my mama was cooking for him.
Oh,
you
my
know that
goodness.
ain't me, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
We had that.
Whole heart.
We had a lot of that.
Hard? You said the whole
stomach.
heart. No, the whole
Body.
soul
We're not
just
20.
come out your body because you already know.
That's what I tell people about
You know?
marrying young.
You
You
already
gotta,
know. Yeah,
you
I've
gotta
had my
go.
fair
Through,
share.
yeah, you gotta
Definitely.
go through all of that. Those
Yeah.
stages.
Yeah.
And it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And some women just don't want to accept that men are gonna cheat, especially if you marry young. They haven't had enough time to get that stuff out their system, and you don't force them to get married. And you're 28, like we were 28, 29 years old. He hasn't had enough time. Neither have I. I mean, we both prior to each other was in a long relationship, so we didn't have enough time to really be single and enjoy life. So you're doing that together as a married couple. Somebody may fall weak. Are you willing to stay in that? Now, biblically, you don't have to, but we're not perfect. Now, are you a habitual cheater where you always? Now, of course, that's a problem.
Mine was.
Yeah, I can't. I won't. I'm not tolerating that.
Yeah,
you know
no.
what I'm saying? But if I got to dig it out of you and you trying to make me like I'm crazy, that's not gonna work. But if you come to me like a man, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. But you're human. Don't let it happen again. And if it don't happen again, and I don't know it, I'm not digging. I gotta trust you because I want you to do the same for me. We both have had our problems. Women don't always admit it though.
I think if women
They
realize
don't.
that
We do way
men,
better than y'all.
It hurt when you find out.
I
That's why I
think-
be like, when did you have the time?
Right, because we do it way better than y'all.
We was just on FaceTime. What do you mean?
Don't star him. Don't you star
Oh,
him.
We was on FaceTime. When did that happen?
I think if women,
I said, why you be so heartbroken? You did it.
Oh man.
It's like their ego is there.
Just crushed.
I think if women realize that men is going to cheat, I think that they would be more happy.
But the thing is, though,
And
I want to say this because I hear what you're saying. It's understandable if they understand men gonna cheat. That's not what's supposed to happen.
Right? No. Yeah, I'm saying that's not what's supposed to happen. But I'm saying like, don't be so quick to throw in the towel because he cheated. Because one thing that men have is that men has a lusting spirit. And some men are not strong enough to say no. Or some men are not equipped enough to say no. Or some men have not learned enough to say no.
Or you have single men who've been single for a while,
Right.
go into a relationship and still have those single mentality
Right.
that you have to work out.
Right.
You know,
That was my big.
So it takes time.
it takes time.
What makes a man cheat?
Lust.
Lust.
It has nothing to do with
It can't be just love.
love.
What I mean is, I can.
Might as well.
Might as well.
What,
The thing is, okay. My problems was, I have a rowdy wife. I met something that was calm and understanding and listening. Ain't no bark bite. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I can go over here real quick. 30 minutes is just like, now I gotta go back. You know what I mean? So, but the guilt is when you walk back. It's like, that's not where I wanted that piece from. You know, so it can be very strange. Some men just have a lot of women that are attracted. And you can't tell me if you got 10 women a day coming at you, 5 women a day, somebody constantly coming at you. An argument.
Can send
You
you.
can
Yeah.
you go left. You just you blah, 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 and then you hang up the phone and you got this thick chick coming up or something just in your eyes. Hey, you know, you like, oh, it's kind of like, you know, what I'm saying? It's like.
But I think when you get older, I feel like that dissipates. It gets easier to say no.
To me, you got to go through something for that to happen.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hurt on her end to the point. No, she's been here through this. I can't go back down
to that road.
I'm the fool now. You know. If I
That
see
comes
it,
with tenure and,
right.
and,
If
and maturity.
like I did my thing, but it wasn't to the point where every week something going on there. It was like, this year I may did something. Next year I ain't did nothing. Following year I ain't did nothing.
And then
And
that's
then the
when
third
you
year
have to be
I
accountable with
did something.
them. Like the first when it did happen, we went to counseling. And he tried to tell me, but I didn't listen until we were in counseling, and it made me be quiet. And then my minister said, "No wonder he go to the club every weekend. You need to be quiet." And she looked at her husband, the deacon, and said, "Would you still be with me if I kept talking like that?" He said, "No." And then that's when I said, "Damn, I'm that bad." I wasn't hearing it from him, but for somebody who I brought in to counsel him, and it was on me, it made me start looking at myself. And then I said, when I heard everything he said, what I said, if he asked me, I'm not doing that. Well, no wonder. We can't take that approach and then think because you're the man, you should still not go do it. No. And it's not bowing down and doing everything they want you to do. But women can be toxic to a relationship too. Just because I had a bad day don't mean I should come in talking to him any kind of way or disregarding how he feels. Men have feelings as well. They get emotional as well. We think they don't, but they do. So, like you said, an argument could take place. And now you think about the girl that DM'd him and said, you don't deserve and he may take her up on that offer, or you may be going to work and it may an opportunity present itself and this girl just and it's like, I just called you everything but my husband 10 minutes ago in a heated argument. So now your guard is down to her. Vice versa, same with me. Okay, you can keep thinking that I'm just stronger than you not to take part in it. But if you're gonna continue neglecting me, same thing happened. I'm human. But at the end of the day, is that what we really wanted? No. Because when I'm laying in a hospital bed, I know that other man ain't gonna be that way this man have. Holding me, crying. I mean, I know they not gonna do that. I know that if I did, my kids gonna take to you or I'm gonna allow my kids around you. So you have to think about all of those things. People just willing to just throw that stuff away. That's why I say is being that person being in love with you enough. It's enough for me. Having somebody to go through things with, knowing that 100% have my back, that's enough for me.
So with y'all experience, what would y'all tell her just to walk away?
No.
Or would y'all tell her to I mean, what would you guys give to her?
I would tell, I just would tell her, take it slower. Just grow some patience. If that's the person you want to be with, grow patience. Understand that's where you need to grow the patience at. You already said you don't have patience. So no matter for him or anybody, you have to stop and understand you, what you want. And if you don't have the patience for it, don't invest in it. Have patience with someone. Hey, I can grow my patience. I can understand this, get to understanding the person, what level they on, and then you'll grow from there.
I don't know. Deep part of me is saying to listen what he has told you the first time. That's what my intuition. My intuition just keeps saying, listen to what he told you the first time.
And see, only you would know that.
That's right.
And if you feel that, then you know that's not where you invest your time at. That's why I was saying, don't even discuss it with him no more. Whatever it is, fulfillment that you get from that, if it's just, I like when we go on dates, we have fun. That's it.
Cool. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just take that from what it is. Don't invest your feelings in it.
Right.
And then maybe he will come around and say, it may be
that's one thing
something
about
that he didn't know about you, you know? He may say, oh, so she ain't this type of, okay, she ain't even stressing me. She not saying that. She don't even
now
care.
that phone get the ring because it's trying to figure out.
Well, who gonna get her attention now?
Right.
Because it's got to be some qualities that he like about you, or he wouldn't even agree the first time.
I can say we wouldn't have been together this many years if it weren't for her patience.
Wow. Okay.
Her patience. I already had patience because at one point it was you can be here, you can be gone. It's just me. And now it grows. I cannot be without it because.
Wow. Yeah. That's good.
I already know somebody don't have that patience. They're not gonna have that patience.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 0. 0 to 60 real quick.
So we're gonna end this, but I wanna end it with you guys, and I want y'all to individually tell people that are looking for love or that are in love, that have relationships, what do you feel like we should do to actually get that love and to sustain that love? What is required, basically? And I'm gonna start with you, Sharika.
Just patience and time. Don't rush into it. 5 years. I'll say date for 5 years.
And then after 5 years,
Then look into spending your life with that person. Enjoy it. You can't enjoy it when it's so serious and piece of paper. It's like, just enjoy dating for a long time because that person will eventually slip up because everybody starts with their best foot forward. I'm not going to let my guard down with you. You're not going to see, you're not going to see that within the first few months. You're not going to see that in the first year. If I'm putting on any type of facade, you're going to see it by that 5th year.
Right.
I can't hold that like nobody that good of a life for 5 years. Somebody end up getting caught. Even when you escape from prison, you end up getting caught. You're going to let that guard down.
Okay. And you, Reggie?
I say same thing, patience. Take the time to really get to know each other. She said 5 years. I agree to some degree. Men fall in love quicker.
What? You think so?
Oh yeah.
I know I do. I guess I'm a lover boy. So.
Yeah. You.
I just
They
hold
just
off.
ain't saying that. They be.
Once
She
I hear,
like that be,
once I hear
You
the
get the
first
right
note, I be,
thing.
ooh, I been loved you. I've been
like
there.
a check, man.
I just want to scare you away. I just want to know where you was at. Like I just want to know where you was at.
You got an old checklist. One good night, you probably checked off 5 off that list. You know, but now you just growing into, but patience, you know, communication. Communication is everything. True. Got to be true to
Because
yourself.
men already know if they want to be with you anyway.
Right.
Right.
They know.
They know.
That's true. I believe that.
That's true.
All right. Well, I thank y'all for coming today. I really do. We just said we're always here. What are you talking about? All right. And I thank y'all for tuning in to Unfiltered with King Paul. And we will see you guys next episode.
Depression hanging on me. Wanna take my life every week. Just drinking, smoking, swallowing pills just to feel complete. Oh, I hated everybody, even hate